Hello my friends, thanks very much for coming by and having a go at this chair workout video. I've designed a program for those of you that spend long periods of time sitting, are immobile because of limited flexibility or mobility, and also those people that are just starting out and would like to experience work in the shoulder joints, the neck, from the crown of our heads down to the base of our spine, also the hips and the knees as we work. Okay, I invite you to find yourself a strong chair as I'm sat on right now. Work yourself forward so you're just on the edge of the chair, but if you feel that sitting back is fine, then just come away from the back of the chair slightly so you've got space between your back and the back of the chair. There's lots of backs in that sentence, but there we go. And yeah, here we go. So raise your arms up so that they are parallel with your ears. And this is what I'd like you to pay attention with, is having space between the ears and the shoulders. So not allowing your shoulders to come up as you're doing this movement. We're just going to do this type of motion with our arms above our heads. Okay, there's a demonstration. I'm going to set 1 minute on the timer. Let's go. So not too quick with this one. Making sure that we breathe as we're working, but we're pointing up, so we're really flexing the upper body as we're pushing up towards the ceiling. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, we're working with gravity here, so I can feel the side of my ribs and also under my arms, and then even down to my lower back and the rear of the chair here, working as I'm pushing my arms up. I'm purposely trying to keep my shoulders down as I'm elongating my arms and my fingertips all the way to my shoulder joint towards the ceiling. Don't forget to breathe whilst we're doing this, keeping a nice neutral spine as we're sat here, nice and tall in the upper body. Here we go. As you can see on the floor, I've got some books, and you can, if you want to change this exercise up, then I invite you to have books, tins or something with weight in them from your home and working this at the same time. Okay, into the next one now. We're going to come to the front of the chair, slightly leaning forward, nice and tall in the upper body, and we're going to go, ready, like so, arms raising up and then back down. Here we go, we're going to go for a whole minute. You have to excuse me whilst I look at the floor. My timer's down there, so I'm keeping the time for us for a whole minute whilst we're working. So what I don't want to do is just do a floppy arm kind of thing. It's really focus on how the movement of your arms from your shoulders down to the side of your body are working in this particular program. By doing this, we're allowing the shoulder joints to be out of our normal position, and we're allowing gravity to push against us whilst we're working. So this is known as a resistance workout. Nice and easy, but the most important thing with what we're doing today is not to push too hard or too fast. The quicker you go, the less you'll get out of this. So it's controlled and timed motion in the workout that we're doing. Okay, 5 more seconds in this position, then we're going to change it up. So think about now changing by bringing your hands to the front of the chair, and we're going to do the same sort of thing but coming to the front. Now what I advise you to do here is pay attention to the upper back, and as you're working, making sure that you aren't arching too much in your lower back, and that may mean tilting your pelvis, or as I've just done, pushing your buttocks further into the chair so you've got more of a stable support. I mentioned in the last video that we have the tension in the core from the collarbone to the mid-thigh. What I'm doing now is I'm tensing up slightly from that position from my collarbone all the way to my thighs, just to make sure that my lower back is supported and I have a neutral spine. I'm breathing and talking at the same time, so this is what I would class a nice gentle but functional exercise routine. Okay, we're going to go for 5 more seconds here. For those of you who want to know, each of these are for a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move forward slightly because my chair's got slightly restricted. And I'm also going to pick up my books here because I want to demonstrate as I love my books, how helpful they are in a workout. So I'm going to go down, then come back up, down, and then come back up. So as you can see, for this exercise, I'm allowing a side bend to the floor and then back up. And I've got the weight of the books in my hand to help with some extra resistance. Some tension in my lower back again. I'm keeping mindful awareness and protecting my lower back as I'm moving, but also aware that this is an exercise for all parts of the spine and the shoulders as we're working. So we've got a whole minute on the clock doing this one. I don't expect everyone to be able to touch the floor, but just go down as far as you can and don't worry about carrying anything in your hands whilst we're working here. If you can't, it's fine just to do everything within your limits, and if you carry on this program, you'll find that your body will adapt and the range of motion will actually increase as we're working. Okay, let's go for another 15 seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Keep going. Excellent. Enjoying yourselves out there? I hope so. Okay, and we're coming to rest. I'm going to put my books down now. What I am going to do is be nice and tall in my upper body. Put my hands down beside me, and I'm just going to lean forward. Bring the chest towards the chin as I'm doing this, and then back up. If you want to extend further, place your feet out in front of you, and then come down even further if you can. But just lean as far forward as you possibly can do. And then as you're working, don't forget to breathe. So as you can feel in the lower back again and the spine, this is a good workout for that upper body that's possibly tense if you're working at a desk, or just a good workout to get you warmed up. Good. Excellent. Let's keep pushing, everyone. Brilliant. Okay, into the next position now. It's just under a minute, so if you're doing this without my vocal coaching, then please do each of these exercises for a minute. We're going to do a seated twist now, which is a position like so, for a whole minute. So just moving the whole body. What we don't really want to do is twist too far from the lower spine. Imagine that your upper body is a cylinder and everything's moving together. Making sure we've got that space between the shoulders and the ears. And we're moving as we're going. You put your hands wherever you like. I find them about chest height to be really helpful. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Making sure the four corners of the feet are planted as you're working with this one. And making sure we're nice and tall in the upper body as we're going. This is a really good exercise if you've been sat for a long period. But make sure you do some of the other movements and really warm up and allow other parts of the upper body to be warm. At least 10 minutes in every hour you want to be thinking about moving, if only if it's a stretch, if you're sat in a sedentary lifestyle. Good, and we're coming to the end of that one. Right, what I invite you to do now is bring one leg up at a time and just stretch into the body. So working the knees and the hips now. Just bring the knee up as high as you can. Don't force too much. So we should be able to feel this in the groin, in the pelvis, and in the hip region. Just stretch as much as you can. Don't forget to breathe as we're working. Here we go. Let's keep going then, guys. Let's keep pushing. I like this one. Also laid on the floor. This is a really nice exercise to do when you wake up first thing in the morning. As we spent most of the night laying on our back, it's a good one to activate the hips when we get started in the day. Okay, what we're going to do now is going to be a little bit more active. We're going to come up and then sit back down. Nice and easy. Stand up and then sit back down for a whole minute. If you can't manage a minute, just do 30 seconds at a time and then come back down. I hope my focusing on the camera is okay, but you get the general gist. Keep pushing and back down. Most important thing here is we've got the stability with the feet. The last video I spoke about the four corners. This is where it really comes into its own, because if we've got those four corners of the feet planted, the muscles will be activating in all parts of your legs as you're working this. If you can't go all the way up and down in this type of rhythm, just try your best. That's what exercise really is. It's just giving what you can in any one moment of time. Good. Coming up to roughly a minute. Excellent. And keep going. Okay. That's the end of this workout. As you see, it's very short for the demonstration of one set. If you're feeling more active, go again. And the most important thing, as you can hear from my breath, it says activate the heart and get the heart pumping more. Also allows the upper body, the hips, and other parts of your body to mobilize. And I hope you've enjoyed it. In the next video, we're going to be doing a short cardio workout, 10 minutes for beginners and people that are just coming to exercise. And I hope to see you on the next time. So bye for now. Take care. Be safe. Be well.